Hello. Hey. Oh wait, where? I can't tell if my audio's working. Hello. 1 second, let me put my headphones. I'm real. I am. Jeez. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Hello. Guess what? Wait. Hello. Hey guys, how are you? Oh, chicken. How are you guys? What's up? I know it's been a while. It's been like, what? 7 days. Back. Yeah. I'm back. I'm gonna show you guys photos. So I went 8 days, yeah. Well, it was gonna be 7. I got back really late the previous day. I was supposed to come back Monday at like I was supposed to come back Monday at 6. Co-reveal, really? I was supposed to come back home at like earlier, but for some reason, hello Caramel, how are you? I was supposed to come back, but then I ended up coming back at midnight because, oh my gosh, my shenanigans. Things like, I missed my flight. I had a connecting flight and I was supposed to get onto like a different like section, and apparently I was looking at the first boarding pass instead of like the second one. So when I was looking at the first boarding pass, it was like, oh, go to this gate. So I went to that gate, but it turns out I was at the wrong gate. And it wasn't until like they made an announcement and they were like, oh yeah, by the way, we canceled this flight. And I was like, wait a minute. What do you mean? And then it turns out I was at the wrong gate. And then my flight already left, so I was like, oh shoot. So then I had to go and talk to like the airport like staff people and stand in line for like an hour because a bunch of other people were like there because they had really bad weather where I was, and like a bunch of planes were getting canceled because of the weather. So when I got to the thing, luckily they were like, oh yeah, that's fine, we'll put you on standby for the next available flight. Yeah, no, it's fine. I didn't have to pay more. They just put me on the next flight, and they were like, okay, yeah. They didn't even ask questions. How long were you at the airport for? Landed at like 2. I was supposed to get on a plane at 4, but it turns out I missed my flight, so then I was like there at like 5, and it wasn't until like 5 that I noticed. And then I was in line for like an hour, so the next available flight was at like 7, and then that one got delayed until 9, but they didn't actually leave until 10, so like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6 hours? 9, actually more like 8. I mean, it's fine. I tried Popeyes for the first time at the airport. That was cool. And yeah, it was really boring. I mean, I don't mind sitting there, but I was like, man, I could have been home by now. I could have been home for like the past 4 hours. I could have been home. I could have been in bed, man. So, moral of the story, guys, look at your boarding passes and make sure that you're at the right gate. This is like the first time I think I've missed a flight. Well, actually, no. The second time I missed a flight, because the first time I missed a flight, I had a connecting flight, and then the first plane was delayed, and we didn't get there on time, so. And then that time, oh my god, it was bad. Like, I had a connecting flight. I got on the plane, and then what happened was that they were like, oh yeah, we kept getting delayed on the plane, and then the plane didn't take off until like it was too late, and then they were like, oh yeah, the airport's closed. So like for some reason, like how flight staff works is that for some reason flight attendants and like pilots can't work for a certain number of hours. So because we kept getting delayed on the plane, they were like, yeah, the pilot has reached their maximum hours, so we have to like get everybody off the plane and everybody has to just stay overnight. So that happened to me once when I was trying to go home, and they were like, yeah, we've reached the maximum hours of like the pilots allowed to be out. It's like they have a bedtime or something. They were like, yeah, we can't do this anymore, so everybody get off the plane, and then you're gonna have to call customer service and then rebook your flight because this plane's no longer leaving. And we were like, oh, okay, cool. That's the last time I fly with that airline. I think it was like, what was it? Like Southwest or something. It was not a good, like, it was one of those, like, you know, cheap flights. So it wasn't because of weather or anything, it was just because of the pilot. And then this one, the reason why the plane was delayed, it was kind of because of the weather, but essentially it was because the original flight crew for that plane got delayed though because of the weather. So when they were supposed to land at this airport, they were like, yeah, because the weather in this area is so bad, we're gonna land in a different city. So our original flight crew were not there. So we had to wait for the flight crew to arrive. Or like a different flight crew to arrive. So we were just kind of sitting around being like, well, when's the pilot gonna come here? So that's why we were waiting for so long. And it was funny because how it works when they booked me, they put me on standby for one flight and then they put me on like a different flight. Actually, they're like, okay, we're gonna book you for this one that's later, but we're gonna put you on standby for the earlier one. And so then I was kind of like, okay, which gate do I wait by? Because, like, which one do I go by? Like, which one do I stand? Like, do I stay with the standby one or do I go with the early one? Because both flights just kept getting delayed. I was just like, oh boy. Luckily, I went to the one I was actually booked for, and then I went all the way to that gate, and then I stood there for a little bit. I got food, and I had food at that gate, and then my dad texted me, and he was like, I checked your flight, you should go to the standby one. So I had to go all the way back. The thing is where they put these gates, they put them at the very end of these hallways. So it's like, oh yeah, numbers like 1 to 38. You know where number 38 is? At the end. So I'm like, okay, cool, where's my gate? It's like 24, and I'm like, okay, let's walk all the way down. And then I had to go to a different, like, section. Because you know how they have multiple sections for each, like, place? They're like, oh, this is like A, B, C, D, whatever. Yeah, I went all the way down there. I walked, and then I was like, oh wait, I'm at the... This is not the right plane. And then they changed gates too. They didn't even tell me that. The one that I went back to the one that I was in standby, and I went all the way back. And then they were like, oh yeah, the flight that you originally booked for, they changed gates too. Like, it's in a completely different section. And I was like, great, I'm not going back there again because I'm not walking. It was not fun. It was kind of chaotic. Why didn't you tell them you could fly the plane? I don't know, because I don't have a pilot license. How hard can flying a plane be, you know? Like, how bad is it? How, like... How hard is it to fly a plane? But anyways, the weather wasn't actually that bad. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever been in a plane when it's going through a thunderstorm, but it's kind of fun. Like, I know some people get really bad flight anxiety, but for me, when the plane kind of shakes a little, it's fun. But that's in my opinion. I just like it when it shakes a little. It's like being in a car when you go over a speed bump a little fast and you're like, wee! When I was younger though, I used to hate flying. Like, my worst part of, like, the plane is when it takes off and when it lands. Because, you know, when it goes up, like, when it starts going up, you get that, like, drop in your stomach. It's like going down into a roller coaster. Like, you have that feeling in your stomach, like, when it takes off. And then when you're going down when it's landing, it, like, drops a little too. I don't know. If you ever been on a plane, you kind of know that feeling, right? It just kind of goes like, Mwah. Depends on how your pilot is, but sometimes they're a little more harsh with, like, taking off for a landing. Yeah, it's awesome. I don't like roller coasters, so when I was younger, I used to hate that feeling. Like, I had this one position that I would sit in whenever I was in a plane because it would minimize the feeling in my stomach the most, and basically this feeling was that I would lean forward. I would lean forward. I would have to, like, fully, like, shrimp. Like, I would... like, how do I describe this? I would sit in my seat. I would like brace my hands, like clasp my hands. I would like grip the seat holder in front of me. Like, you know that pocket, that seat pocket? Like, I am holding onto that thing. I'm like gripping that thing, and then I'm like lean forward so that my head is like touching the seat in front of me, and I'm like folded over. And then I would brace myself when it started taking off, and then I was like, oh boy, we're gonna leave. And then I would hold my breath. And then when we landed, they were like, okay, we can feel the plane going down. I would do the exact same thing because I just hated that feeling. I'm better now, can you tell? Like, I was never afraid of flying. I was never afraid of dying. Because, like, at that point, if you're in a plane when the pilot makes a mistake or, like, something goes wrong with the engine, there's nothing you can do about it. So you might as well just be like, eh. How often were you flying? Pretty often. Well, I travel a lot. I've been traveling a lot. So, often. I've been to a lot of countries. And then I lived abroad a lot. So, like, my parents would be like, at the age of like 5 years old, they were like, oh, you're gonna go like live abroad in this country. And I was like, okay, cool. They didn't tell me like why. Like when you're 5 years old, you just don't really question it. So they were like, okay, we're gonna send you to this school. I was like, What countries have you been to? I'd have to pull up a map. I don't even remember. Your dad's a hitman? I don't know. My parents were like that. They were like, we're gonna send you to a different country. I was like, okay. I've been to Britain. I've been to France. I've been to Thailand. I've been to Bangkok. I've been to some of these might repeat. I don't remember. I've been to Panama. I've been to Costa Rica. I've been to that. What is that place called? I've been to Rome. I've been to Venice. I've been to. I had to pull up a map. I don't even know. I've been to Korea. I've been to Japan. I've been to like China. I've been to Singapore. I've been to Hong Kong. I've been to. What is that other place called? I don't remember. That area that's in the south. East. What is that? I don't remember. I never went out in Singapore. When I was in Singapore, it was bad. The weather. They call it weather. If you go on the news, it's like, oh, fog. It's not fog. We didn't go outside. It was bad. I have pictures of my like hotel room. And you look outside and there is just, the place is covered in fog. It is not fog, it's smog, but like, it was bad. I never went outside. I spent the entire like 3 days there, just indoors the entire time because I was like, ooh. We were looking at the weather report, me and my mom, when I was there. And we were like, ooh, that weather's not great. What was your least favorite country to be? Or to travel to? Let's see here. I've never been to Italy, actually. I've never met someone who's been able to travel to so many places. It's not me, it's my parents, and they just take us along. My favorite place, I don't remember. Maybe Thailand. It was pretty, but it's kind of sad because there's a lot of like people on the street who are like, can you give me money? Or like they're selling like handmade things and you're just kind of like, oh yeah, the tourism has kind of ruined this country, you know? You're just like, wow. So in terms of that, that's kind of sad to look at, but and also like there's a lot of things you have to keep like in mind because you cannot eat fresh vegetables. Like if you want to avoid food poisoning, don't have fresh fruit, don't have fresh vegetables. Have things that are cooked if you're going to go to like a country like that. Especially if you go to like a local area, like a local restaurant, because you can't really trust the water. So have hot drinks, ask for tea, because they boil it, or bottled water. Don't just, because if you ask for water regularly, they'll give you like tap water. And you as the person, why no fresh fruit? Because you don't know how they clean that. There is like a higher risk of getting like food poisoning or bacteria through fresh foods that have not been cooked, because like there's just a higher risk. Because you as a person who is going to that country, your stomach bacteria is not acclimated to that type of environment, so it's just better not to take the chance. If you're there for the food, by all means, do it. Only cooked food though. You don't want to take the risk. Food poisoning isn't fun. You don't want to be the person like on vacation, on the toilet, or throwing up on the side of the street for 2 days, you know? Like, you might as well just not take that risk and enjoy it. My rule is I can only travel to a country if I learn its language. You would have to be stuck to just traveling to the UK. It's like, I'm gonna go to Ireland, I'm gonna go to Scotland. I'm gonna go to like Britain. Whatever kills you makes you stronger though. It's not fun, crew, it doesn't kill you. Anywhere Africa? No. I've actually never been there. I've been to Jamaica once. That's not Africa though, I think that's the Caribbean. I've never been anywhere near Africa. Not that continent. I've never been to Antarctica either. I want to go. I've also never been anywhere near Australia. Like Australia, New Zealand, that area. Oceania. Never been there. Mostly just parts of Asia and then parts of like... What is that continent called? Europe? Space? Europe? Europe? I learned Russian, English, and Japanese. Nice. I want to go back to Japan. I want to go back to Korea. I am so jealous. There's this stationery fair that happens in Japan and Korea. There's two different types. There's like a K illustration fair, and there's also the Japanese stationery fair. Oh my gosh, they are ahead of the game when it comes to stationery. Like, it's so cool. They got so many cool things over there. I wish I could go. I think the Japanese stationery fair happens in like April, and then the one in Korea happens in like the fall. So I was like, man, I really want to go. But it's not full of all the chemicals they put stuff there. It's not about the chemicals, it's about the bacteria that's in the water. Sanitation isn't that great. Anyways. One second, let me drink water. Hello, Cognite Hydra. I woke up this morning and my voice was so weird. My voice sounded so funny. I was like, ooh, what does my voice sound like this? But then, turns out, I think it was because of my, because I just woke up and my voice was sounding funny. I thought I was getting sick, because for some reason, every single time I come back from, like a trip, I don't really get sick, but I get, like, a minor, I don't know what it is. My throat gets funny, and then I start coughing. And then I don't feel sick, my throat gets weird. Thank you for the water break. I've not turned that on. Hello, Dark Minjin, how are you? Thank you for the follow. Hello. So I thought I was getting sick, but turns out not. I went to the dentist today. Hello. I went to the dentist this morning. And then after the dentist, my sinuses started clearing up at the same time, and I was like, whoa, my voice is so clear again. But I don't really talk all day, so when I usually stream, my voice gets funny. So if I'm clearing my throat all out, it's because I'm speaking for the first time. Anyways, let me show you guys pictures of my con, of the off-kai that I went to. I just came back literally yesterday, because I came back at midnight. Literally 12:30 at night is what time I came back, because my flight landed. My flight landed at 11:50 something. And then by the time I got home, it was 11:30. And then by the time I went to bed, it was 3 AM. Oh gosh. How was dentist? It was good. They told me I have mild problems. Well, actually, no. They told me my teeth are fine. It's just I have the same exact areas that they tell me every single time. They ask me the same thing every single time. They're like, "Do you floss?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do." And they're like, "Your gums bleed." And I'm like, "I know that. I know. It happens all the time. When you poke my teeth with sharp metal objects, that's just what happens. I don't know what you want to expect." They're like, "Do you floss?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." And they're like, "I don't know why your gums bleed." I'm like, "I don't know why that happens either." And then they tell me, they're like, "Oh yeah, you have like really tiny spots that like whenever they do an x-ray, they always tell me that. They're like, "Oh, we're keeping watching the section." And I'm like, "Yeah, cool, but they've stayed the same for the past like how many years that I've been going to the dentist. It doesn't change." But they're like, "We're keeping an eye on it." And I'm like, "Yep." So essentially, moral of the story, like nothing changed. Everything's the same. They tell me the same thing every single time. Weak gums, yeah. Some people just have a higher, what's it called? A higher risk or like a higher percentage or like chance of just having that. I don't know what it is. Maybe I need to drink more water. You should do gum workouts. I need to stab my teeth more apparently. I need to like, apparently what I need to be doing is that I need to like be abusing my gums so that whenever I go to the dentist they just don't bleed. Because apparently whenever they go, they're like, "Do you floss?" I'm like, "I do floss. I just don't know." I brush my teeth twice a day. I don't know what you want from me. I have an obsession with taking care of my teeth. I do too. I take pretty good care of my teeth, but like, because I have a fear of my teeth falling out. Like, I have a fear of like them, like having to like pull out my teeth. So whenever I go to the dentist, I'm like, "Oh boy." Whenever I have like a tooth pain, like I was looking up periodontitis and then I like scared myself because I was like, "Oh boy, why do my teeth hurt?" And it turns out it was like, I don't know, sometimes my teeth hurt, but then it turns out it's not really a problem. Like I was like, "Oh my god, are my teeth rotting? Do I have like periodontitis? Like, is my teeth rotting?" And then it turns out, no, apparently your teeth just move like that. So if you ever feel like random teeth pain, sometimes your gums just move your teeth for no reason. I should take better care of my teeth. Mine are horrible now. Yeah. Oh, take care of your teeth, yeah. Welcome back for Off Guy. Thank you. Hope your teeth is okay. My teeth were good. It's just the same as always. Nothing's changed. Let me move over here. Wait, am I? Let's move over here, actually. The dentist and sort of the doctor scared me when I was young because I don't like the idea of someone having authority over my body. I mean, you don't have to. If they say like, "Oh, we need to drill your teeth," you don't have to stay. Like, you can just leave and not come back. Like, technically you don't have to. If they tell you like, "Oh, we have to, you have a cavity, we have to drill," just be like, "No." There are other names. Hey, it's a good name. It's memorable. You can tell that nobody else was brave enough to name themselves that because clearly that name wasn't taken. Where is my window capture? Oh, there it is. Anyways, here is my photos from Off Guy. And let me move this behind chat. There you go, now you guys can see. We're gonna start off from day 1. When I first arrived, I arrived on like Thursday, I think. What day was, yeah, Thursday. No, I arrived Thursday night. This is what was day was this? Friday? No, I arrived Wednesday night. This is Thursday. What is Off Kai? So Off Kai is a VTuber. It's basically an anime convention, but it has come over the years to be the VTuber convention. So it is the VTuber convention that people go to for like VTuber stuff. So they have like a lot of VTuber guests, they have concerts and stuff. Did you go with somebody? I went with my brother. Yeah. I went with my brother. Okay, good. I wouldn't go by myself. I refuse to go by myself. To anywhere. Like if I'm going to a con, I cannot go by myself. I have to go with friends or I have to go with like somebody. What when I was a child, I could tell my parents no for that stuff. I mean, technically, the age of consent as children isn't very good. So, I don't know. Depends on your parents' insurance and stuff. But this is Thursday. The next day, when I arrived on Wednesday night, I got to like the hotel. I was staying at the hotel next to the con, so it was actually not that bad. It was really close. So we went to the grocery store. I think this is at Target. We went to the mall the first day to just kind of pick up stuff. We were walking around the mall. For some reason in California, in San Jose, nothing opens until 10 a.m. We woke up at 8 or like 9 a.m. just, you know, because the time zone difference for me is 3 hours. So whenever it's like California is 3 hours behind. So if I'm waking up at 8 a.m., that's like 11 EST. So I'm like, wow, I'm awake. And nothing opens until 10. So we got to the airport, like not the airport, we got to the mall at like 9:30ish, and we were just like, we're just gonna walk around. Everything was closed. We were just like, yeah, nothing's happening. Okay, well, we're just gonna walk around, check it out, wait until the place is open. And the moment stuff like did open, then it oh my god, my voice. The moment we did, like, stuff did open, then it was fine, and it was like, okay, stuff to walk around. Pretty interesting stuff. Most good restaurants open at 11 a.m. Really? I mean, that's true. We went to Cheesecake Factory for lunch. Because one of the people that we went with, my brother's friends, most of them are artists. Every single person was like, this one person was like, I want to go to Denny's or like Olive Garden. And we were like, oh, I don't know where that is. So we ended up going to Cheesecake Factory. So that's what we did. Wait a minute, my phone fell asleep. My phone battery's dead. Do you play video games? I do. I play them on Fridays, but this week we're not doing that because I'm doing a hand cam this week on Friday. But most Fridays I do play games. It's just in terms of what games, it depends. Horror games, I play cozy games, I play visual novel stuff like that. Have you ever heard of a game called Dishonored? No. So this is what the photo I took when I was at Publix. And I sent it to my friends because I was like, oh look, BTS Oreos. I'm not really into BTS, but my friends are, so. They had a really interesting flavor. It was like brown sugar pancake. I think it was based off of the, what do they call it again? I don't know why they're purple. What are they called again? The brown sugar, they translated it. I don't remember what it's called in Korean specifically, but I know what they're talking about. It's like this brown sugar and walnut, like chopped walnut pancake, kind of like a batter. Like imagine like a, you know, taiyaki? It's like that, but like in a flat pancake. They sell them at street stalls. They're pretty good. So they had these, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I was walking by and I saw this. They had like a K-pop store. And then I just saw this standee just like there. I was like, oh, cool. It's Jimin. I said that to my friends too. I was like, look, there's just some random guy. And then I went to Spencer's, and this place is fun. They had really weird things. Like, everything in this store was like, imagine if you had a teenager and they were so edgy. It's like the edgy teenager version, but it's like, imagine like punk versus emo. That's the difference between Spencer's and Hot Topic. If you were like, oh, edgy fandom kids, that is what Hot Topic is. But if you were like, oh, no. If you were like kind of emo, then you would go to Hot Topic. But if you were like more of like, oh, I'm a punk, I'm a gamer, I'm too cool for Hot Topic because that's where like all the goth kids go, and I'm better than goth kids. Then you would go to Spencer's because Spencer's has the cool section that's not sectioned off, and they have sex toys in the back that for some reason don't have a curtain, and they don't even require a ID that you're 18 plus to walk back there. So like anybody can just kind of walk back there and just get a full face of like these t-shirts that say things like, oh, that's Jason, like these. That's what they say. But anyways, this is the backpacks. That was the front. I thought it was cool. They had things like this. Like, just really, I don't know what this is, like edgy t-shirts. It gives more millennial than it does Gen Z. It's like they're trying to be cool, but you can tell it was designed by older people, because like, I don't think I know any Gen Z person who would wear this. Everybody would be like, oh, that's cringe. Like, who would wear this? Yeah, I had to piss. The only way I'ma trip over is if she's sleeping on the floor. What? I think it's more of a gag. If somebody gave me this, I don't think I would wear it. Like, I'll have that dog in me. This is the kind of stuff that I would see on Twitter. Like, this bunny shirt, I feel like it's just so old. Is there more shirts that I've seen? Just the green one. That is so like, oops. That's my folder. This is so like 2024. Like this green from like the Brat album from like Charlie XCX. This is so old. Like, why are they selling that? Like, it's so outdated. Like, that is so last year. Not to be all like, oh no, you. But that is literally so last year. Yeah, the one that said fantastic and the bad is there something I would wear. Really? Really? Like, oh my god. I like this shirt. My nuts itch. The werewolf. Bugged and shit for stealing. I don't know. I have IBS. Itchy balls. I don't know. I would wear that shirt. What does this say? Undiagnosed, but pretty sure I have a touch of the tism. I don't know. I don't see people wearing these shirts. Unless it was like unironically. And they also had like a 6'7" shirt. Can you imagine being like 6 foot, like 6'2" and you're like a 6'7"? Now this is more photos of the same things. And then afterwards, after we were walking around the mall, we went to a couple different places. I tried to exchange a skirt that I bought in Canada at Uniqlo, but then they were like, oh, this is the US, so you can't exchange that even though we're the same store. So I was like, okay, fine. So after that, we went to lunch. And honestly, a lot of us weren't really hungry, so we just kind of got food. I didn't take a picture of the food. I just realized I took a picture of it afterwards. I just took a picture of the cheesecake. And I got the... What's it? I got carbonara. I got carbonara pasta. That one was good. It was really heavy, though. I got the lunch version of it, like the lunch size, and it was still pretty heavy. I had it with, like, chicken, and it came with little bacon bits. It was pretty good. It was really filling, though. It was really good. We went to Cheesecake Factory and we got cheesecake. If you were looking at this pile of whipped cream down there, it was somebody's birthday. And then we were like telling the lady who was there, and she was like, oh, it's somebody's birthday. And she's like, okay, we're out of ice cream. I'll bring you guys like a thing of whipped cream. That's so sad, by the way. Hey, it's my birthday. Can I get something for my birthday? Oh yeah, we're out of ice cream. Here you go. Here is like a thing of whipped cream, as if that's a replacement for ice creams. I don't know. I don't think she believed us. She was just like, here you go. Just whipped cream on a plate. And we're like, okay, thanks, cool. She stuck a candle in it and everything. Anyways, we bought cheesecake afterwards. because we just wanted to. You're like, if we're going to Cheesecake Factory, you might as well get cheesecake. So we got 2 flavors. We got the classic strawberry, the strawberry New York cheesecake, as well as the mango key lime pie cheesecake, which is actually really good. I liked the key lime pie is actually pretty good. Like the mango key lime, that one's nice. If you like sour flavors and like fruity fresh flavor, that's pretty good. I personally like the strawberry one more. I don't know. It's just like I like the sour taste of the New York cheesecake better. Although the mango cheesecake was pretty good too. I like fruity flavors in my cheesecake. I'm not really one for like super heavy flavors like I wouldn't get the triple caramel chocolate nut hazelnut one, like whatever they have. Those are too much. I like fruity flavors. I like fresh flavors. So I just took a picture of that. I don't remember what else we got. What did I went with like a bunch of other people. So that's like there were plates in the back. And then on the way back to the hotel, we got a ride in the back of a van. Because we took an Uber to the place. I took an Uber to the mall, and then on the way back we ran into like another person. They were like, "Oh yeah, we want to like take a ride," and we're like, "Sure." So then we all sat in the back of a U-Haul, and guys, if you were gonna be sitting in the back of a U-Haul with like 6 other people, number 1, it gets really hot in there if you're there for a really long time, and 2, don't sit on the wheel. There's like a wheel cover in the back. If that truck goes over a bump, your back is gone. Like it's not fun. Like you go flying in the back. If you take a turn a little too fast or you go over a bump a little too fast, you are getting thrown around. You have to hold on to something. The best place to sit in the U-Haul is actually by the front, like on the opposite side of the doors. So like where the partition is between like the driver and like that divider between the back and the front. If you sit with your back to that, you're good, because you're closer to the front, less movement. If you're sitting near the doors, you're getting thrown. Like, it was fun. It was fun. I've sat in this truck, like, I think 3 times the entire time, because, like, that's how we were getting to places. One person that I was friends with is a vendor, and so he uses this van to transport his stuff, so that was their method of transportation the entire time, and we were just kind of like, yay, this is it's a good way to transport a lot of people, and like, you know, if you're getting a free ride, you can't really complain, but like, it was fun. Anyways, we went back to the con, and then we went to go set up. So this is actually at the place, at the con, day 1. So a lot of my perspective of this is going to be from the perspective of like somebody who does Artist Alley, because I went as a helper for Artist Alley. So this is the Thursday, the day before the actual con starts, to set up. So if you look around and like, you just see this section that you're looking at is, it's gonna be, this is, I believe, the not Artist Alley. This is the vendor section. So people who have like the bigger booths. Yeah, I was helping set up. Yeah. So like these are the people just doing setup on the inside. So this is, I believe, they have 2 sections. They have Artist Alley and they have the official vendors. This is the official vendor section, and then this is the Artist Alley section. So a lot of people were just kind of still getting their stuff set up. Oops. And so you can see like people with their prints and stuff. And a lot of people hadn't arrived yet at this time. I think this was around like 1. So some people were still arriving, so they took a while. So we went and go set up. These tables are 8 feet long, by the way, like 8 feet wide. Really nice. I've been to cons that I've helped at, and they've been like 6 feet. 8 feet is really nice. If you're like an artist and you're contemplating like, ooh, how big are the tables? They're 8 feet. They didn't tell us the height limit. I don't know what the height limit was, but some people had them super high. Like you can see them over like other people's booths and you're just like, is that allowed? That's really tall. I love the vendors in Artist Alley. Yeah, it's always fun walking around. I spent like 90% of my time at Artist Alley because I kind of had to. I was helping. Like I had to help watch the booth, but like honestly, I liked it. I like walking around. So this is day 1. Height limit, no 7 people near? No. Oh, yeah, this is... Yeah, we were setting up. Setup doesn't really take that long. It took maybe like 3 hours. And then afterwards, what time was this? This was 5 p.m. What time is this? 3:59. Okay, so we got back to the con at... We got to the con at like 2:30, and then by the time we were finished, it was like 5? So, yeah, 2-3 hours of setup. Not that bad. There's not a lot to set up. Like, most people just put up like their floating, the floating displays, and then they put up like the thing. I missed the van vigil. Did you get kidnapped? Yeah. We got kidnapped. But anyways, this is a picture of outside the convention, like outside the hotel. We saw this really cute, I saw this really cute robot. This thing was stuck. I don't know what this is. It's like one of those robots that deliver stuff, right? I was standing here for at least 15 minutes watching this robot stuck in the exact same street. Like this thing was going forward and backwards and forwards and backwards, rotating in circles. It was like inching a little, like it would go forward a little and then it would stop and then it would like turn a little and then it would like go backwards. Like these little cameras on the butt, but this thing was, I don't know what it was doing, and at some point it turned around facing the street and it just started driving forward as we were leaving, because we were going to go to the restaurant at this point. I think we went to dinner. And then we saw the thing turn around and start going across the street and we were like, no! It wasn't even like at a stoplight or anything, it just did it right here and there. Like at this corner near like a street light. It started crossing the street and we were like, oh. I didn't stick around to see if it made it, but oh my god, that thing was struggling. At some point, it drove into like, you know those trees? You know how like they have a tree like you know, if you like see the tree growing out of the ground like in the middle of the sidewalk, they have that little pit of dirt. At some point it drove into there and it got a little stuck. I don't know, it's so funny. But anyways, this bot was struggling. So I was standing there watching, and then for dinner we went to Chili's, which my first time at Chili's, by the way. We went here because we went with a couple of other people, and for some reason in this friend group, one person was from Britain and they were like, we have to let you know the true taste of horrible American cuisine. So we went to Chili's. And I don't know why. It wasn't bad, like, it's okay. Also, by the way, like, if you're sitting at the table, they have this, like, digital electronic menu. And they give you the option to play games, but the thing is they don't tell you is that if you play games on that thing, they charge you. Right? Like, it's so weird. That, like, tablet display that shows you, like, the digital menu and stuff. And you pay at that thing, too. The terminal that's on the table. If you play games on there, they make you pay. And nobody knew that. So it wasn't until, like, afterwards that they were like, do we have to pay for this? And then they had to tell the person, like, hey, can you, like, we didn't know you had to pay for this. Can you, like, remove that charge? It's messed up, I know. What a scam. Anyways, we went to Chili's and I got the... What was this? This was the combo deal, I believe. I shared with my brother because I wasn't very hungry at the time. So I got the meal combo that came with like a half a rack of ribs and the crispy what are they called? Crispy chicken tenders or whatever? There's a name that they use at Chili's. I don't know. And it came with like a little side of mac and cheese and fries. So it wasn't bad. I'm hungry just looking. Yeah. I mean, it's American food. What can you expect? Also, the ribs were not good. The tenders were okay. The ribs were not good. Like, if you've ever had ribs and these are mid. I'm gonna be so real. I've had better ribs at Costco. Hey, VCKs, how are you? I've had better ribs at Costco, you know? They have ribs that come in like a little packet that you like put in the oven yourself. This is not good. These were not fall off the bone. They were dry. So I don't know what I was expecting from Chili's, but I wasn't in the mood for their. They have like a spring roll thing that was an option for their other like triple dipper combo, and I just didn't feel like getting that. I know people were like, oh, that's the #1 thing they're known for. The mozzarella sticks and like the spring roll things. They're not really spring rolls. I think of them as spring rolls, but I think they're called like egg rolls. People are always like, oh, Chili's is known for like the cheese dips. How much do I like cheese sticks to go there for that? So I was like, no, I'm just gonna get ribs. It was okay. It was just dry. Thank you for the water break. Did I? What happened to my allergy medicine? I put it down. I forgot about it. Anyways, we went to Chili's. That was okay. My first time at Chili's. It was okay. BJ's has some pretty good ribs. What is BJ's? Where is that? Do we need a bunker over diving you for off guy? Oof. I don't know. You should have come. It was fun. I asked you crew like a month ago. I was like, hey, are you and Yashi going to Offkai? You guys were like, no. It's like Costco. Oh, I've never been. Anyways, now we're getting to the actual like Offkai part. The con. So this was the next day. The first day of con. Friday. At 11:30. They started at 11. First day they start late. For some reason. Work into a Sam's Club if you have those. Oh, I've never been. Is that like that restaurant store where you can buy like huge tins of mayonnaise? You went for all the days? I was there as a vendor. I was there as like an artist alley helper. Like, that is my table. This is not my table, but like I was there like vending. I have to be there for all days. Like, I can't just leave. I was the booth girl, exactly. I was a booth babe. I wasn't cosplaying, but I was just there, you know? So this, I'm gonna show you guys pictures of some, like, booths that I was looking at the art of and I thought was cute. So this one was, like, hollow. Oops. Wrong one. Choose the booth, but not the right booth. Yeah. One of them. This is HoloLive stuff, HoloStar stuff. Do you remember the customers with amazing charm? Yeah, the VTuber booth. Oh yeah, this art was cute. They had like little mascots underneath them. I like the little dangly charms. They're cute. This is oops. This is I don't know what this was. I think this is their OC stuff. They had Love in Deep Space. I took a picture of this because I thought it was interesting. Over here in this corner, you can't really see it, but like, they had, who is this? Megumi? From Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, they lad stuff. So I took a picture of that. And they shoot their own foot. I mean, some people are still fans of it. I took a picture of this one because I thought it was like the little cute mascots. I don't know if these are Love and Deep Space stuff, but I thought they were cute. This is more HoloLive stuff, more dangly stuff. I thought this art style was cute too. I like little dangly keychains. And then this is another booth. Potential man. What's funny, because the company of Infold, the people behind Love Nikki, or Infinity Nikki essentially, they did this like horrible story retcon like 3 months ago. Oh my god. When Infinity Nikki first came out, everyone was like, oh, this game is so cool. And then they did a major update, which for some reason got rid of half the lore. And the lore was like, they removed the main purpose of why Nikki came to that world in the first place, so the story doesn't make sense anymore. Because essentially it was that Nikki was first called to this, like, she got isekai through a wardrobe by some goddess who asked her for help. And they removed that entire aspect of it and they replaced it with like, oh, we have reincarnated you and this is your past life or whatever, and now they gotta save the universe. And we were like, what is happening to this story? Yeah, they retconned the tutorial. And it's so weird. And it doesn't make sense anymore if you play the game and you started out for the first time, because you got two sets of players who's been playing from like the beginning and then people who played later on, and nobody knows what the storyline's like. Like initially it was really good, but then they made it worse. And then now they have like this gacha system. The gacha system is predatory. Like you have to get pieces individually. They don't come as sets. So if you roll for a specific banner, there's no guarantee that you get all the pieces of that set. Isn't always. I mean, it's been like that for the other mobile game too. Love Nikki, not Infinity Nikki. Infinity Nikki is like the third world one. But oh my god, they did the story so bad. They did the story bad, and then they did something weird with the movements, and then they made everything kind of worse. They made it harder to get set pieces too. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I quit the game. I just started playing. I was like, no. They screwed up even harder in lads. The lads thing is more of like a different issue. Search to ZZZ. I hate ZZZ. I'm okay with the characters. I just don't like the direction it's going. When it first started out, it had a lot of charm, but nowadays all the characters in ZZZ are just kind of generic. Like, I'm sorry, whatever they're doing to the art style and the characters and the designs, they're just gacha-fied. Like, they started out really like cute and cartoony. I never played it either, but like, I just don't like the designs. I like the initial designs, like Elle and Joe were very cool. I like the whole like street punk vibe they had going on. But then at some point they started going down like a different section and it's like, what was happening? I heard that they were supposed to do like this major Japan update, but then it turns out something happened with like their agreement with Japan, so then it turned into like New York. And it was supposed to be like this very streetwear inspired thing. But then when you look at it, like that world looks so bland, it's really weird. And like Sparkle, I don't know what they're doing with her, but her outfit is so bad. I like her top half, but when you look at her lower half of her body, she looks so basic. Like, I like her new outfit, but her original outfit, Sparkle's Sparksy. Sparksy's original outfit. Her skirt is so plain, I just don't like it. Like, in terms of like design, I just don't like it. It looks so weird and bland. Like there's something going on. Like it feels kind of like rushed. Is Go playing a planning Pal World? No. I don't think the idea of characters running around with like things is interesting. I prefer Minecraft. Anyways, here's the next booth. They had like they had Project Sekai stuff. Yeah, things. Yay, little cute Project Miku stuff. I almost bought something from here. I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, I kind of want the Miku one. But then I got something else. I don't remember what I did. I think I forgot about it. I was like, I'll get a different thing. I don't know. I almost bought something from here, but then I didn't. And then this is the next booth. I thought this art style was really cute. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at, like who some of these are, but like they had Butchie the Rock, and that was cute. And they had like this little Miku. That one was really cute. I like the Miku stuff. That's what I took a picture of. I was like, oh, Miku. Next booth. This booth is Genie Arts. I don't even remember some of these artists. I think this was Berry. This is Berry Pop. Berry Bop. I think this is Berry Pop's art. And then this is Genie Arts. I got some stickers from here. They're cute. They also had like little pins. The lineup for this booth was so long. I was standing in line for a really long time. And then I remember standing there. I got like her like mascot little hair clips. I bought one for my brother. And I got a couple others. And I remember asking her, I was like, what mascot is this one? What mascot is this one? And I had to keep pointing to them, and she was like, what are you looking at? But I didn't take a picture of that one. I just took a picture of the pins. That's my badge. Did you spend a bunch? I spent maybe about 100 or so. I didn't spend a lot. I spent mostly on stickers. I'll show a picture of what I bought at the end. But this is my badge. It was actually a lot longer. I have a lot of ribbons. I didn't attach them, but I know some people had crazy long ribbons. Like there's this one dude who made a cape out of them. There was another person who made like a super long chain of it. Some people were using it as a scarf. Some people were wrapping it around their head. Some people were like making a jacket out of it. It was crazy. Some people were like so many ribbons. I don't even know where they got them from. But yeah, this is a ribbon con. So a lot of people are just giving out little ribbons. And they had a prize for people who, if you made the longest ribbon chain, I think they gave you a prize for like the top 3. I don't know how they calculated it, or even like how you submit that in, but yeah. Meow's Discord kitten. Yeah, so on the first day when we were setting up like the booths, I was walking around and sometimes people would just walk up to me and they were like, here you go. This is my last ribbon. Here you go. And I'm like, okay, cool. What? Why did they give this to me? So sometimes artists would come on to me if I'm just standing there and they'll just be like, here you go, ribbon. I'm like, oh, thanks. How do they attach to each other? There's like a little adhesive. So like right here in between, there's like a little adhesive at the front, and then it sticks to the back of the top one. And then that sticks to like the badge. Yeah. Very cool. Also, by the way, about this badge, it's really cool because it's like upside down. So if you ever get lost on the back of this pass, if you flip it upside down, because if you're wearing it around your neck, you can't really see it. So it has it like reversed, like on its upside down. So like if you're standing in front of this thing, you see the outside, right? But if you want to look at the back of it, you flip it upside down so that like the top part, so that the top part is facing like you. And you just flip it upside down and you can actually see like it's reversed. So like it makes it easier for you to see that you don't have to like completely flip it upside down. It's like reversed so that if you're wearing it, you can see it right side up. Isn't that cool? They had like a map on the back and they had like little details of like when the con starts, when Artist Alley opens, when like the different sections open and close. It was really cool. And then this is the first con I've been to where the badge that they give you is really huge. Yeah, Discord kitten. Yeah, I don't remember who gave me that, but some artist gave that to me, and she was like, "Here you go, you're my Discord kitten now." I was like, "Okay, thanks." But yeah, for some reason, the number of the badge also kind of goes over the tag they give you, so bad design. But that's what they give you. I went to the art mixer. They have like a exhibitor mixer. So they gave us that badge afterwards. That was on the Friday. They gave us free food there. Although the food wasn't very good. Did you mix? Not really. What happens is that everybody sits with their friends. It's more like an open buffet where you just sit down at a table and you join other people, but most people are just like, I'll sit with my friends. So I did meet a couple people. They were other artists, but they were like friends of friends. You know, it's like, oh, I know that person, so we're gonna sit down with them. And then another person comes over and it's like, oh, that person knows that person. So it was like a friend of a friend. So that's what happened. It's safer too. I don't know. I have some random weirdo. They're all artists. I don't think there are weirdos. Did you meet any VTubers? I saw VTubers on the screen when they were like going around in the little robots. But like in person, not really. There were a couple other VTubers just walking around introducing themselves, but like that was more like a self-promotion thing. So this is, I'm not gonna show you pictures that I took. This was one of the VIP Artist Alley booths. They have like a little they have a larger section for like Artist Alley space, so they have like a wider back. So this was near like in between the vendors and the Artist Alley. So they were doing a silent auction for this standee. So the proceeds go to Save the Bay. I don't know who won, but they were doing it for the entire time. Very cool. I walked past. I took a picture. I thought it was funny. This women fear me, fish fear me, men turn their eyes away from me as I walk. No beast dare make a sound in my presence. I am alone in this barren earth. And then like a little fish. That's cute. It's a standee, yeah. It wasn't that big. This is like the height of it. It's only like the top half. The hat is just really long. And then this is the bid at the time that I walked by on the Friday. 175, which is crazy. I think if you're gonna be doing like a silent auction, it's better to do it day one. Because like if you do it on the last day, you're not gonna get very much. 175 for cardboard. You should see how much people were bidding on other types. Like on other standees. All the people there, this is like a standee con. Like so many artists had standees for their like stuff that they made for themselves, their VTuber selves. A lot of VTubers who were also vendors or like Artist Alley participants, they would put their self. They're like, oh, this is my VTuber self as advertising. But also they didn't want to take it home because like you have to take that home. Like it's so bulky. So artists themselves are like, I'm getting rid of this thing, I'm selling it. So they would do that. Also, there's people selling like shikishi boards, and the shikishi boards would go for like 300. Like people were auctioning off shikishi boards, and those are expensive. As somebody who knows a lot of artists, they were all talking about like, oh, this is how much I made this day. This is how much I was selling this thing for. And then people were like, oh, I sold this shikishi board for like this much. Oh my god, they were expensive. If you were like, wow, how much does this go for? For like a little drawing that you do on a shikishi board that took maybe like an hour to draw, they were selling those for like 300 to like 150. Oh my gosh. Was it worth going for your friends? I went because I wanted to go. I didn't really go for friends because I don't know anybody. They are my brother's friends. I don't talk to them on a daily basis. They're my brother's friends. Because my brother's an artist, so he draws and he goes to cons. So I think for some of them it was worth it. Did your friends make a profit? Yeah. Most of them made back the table. And either they like make a little bit more or they broke even. But this is a pretty big con and a lot of people are pretty good spenders. If you have a lot of like VTuber stuff, you're pretty much doing okay. Yeah, you're doing okay. Some people, they didn't have a lot of VTuber stuff. They had a lot more like normal stuff. So sales weren't very good the first day, but for some reason, like every single day afterwards was really good. Cause like on the Friday, I think a lot of VTuber fans were willing to buy a bunch of stuff, but then on the Saturday and Sunday, people who just normally go to cons, they would buy more normie stuff. So like the stuff that my brother has, he has a lot of like gacha stuff, and he also has a lot of Uma Musume stuff, and a lot of like, sometimes he has like a couple anime stuff, like Apothecary Diaries, and he has like Frieren and stuff like that. So the first day on the Friday, his VTuber stuff was super popular. And then on like the Saturday and the Sunday, all of his like Uma Musume stuff and like the regular fandom stuff and his like gacha stuff was more popular. And also he was like running out of prints of like his other stuff. Is this stuff good? I would say so. It's different from my style, but like I think it's good. His art's definitely gotten better over the years, but he didn't do bad. And like a lot of people walk by and like you have to see from the perspective of somebody who's not an artist. Like in my opinion, as an artist, when I look at his stuff, I can see mistakes. Like as an artist, I see like I will point things out to him and be like, oh, the face here looks weird, or like why does it look like this, or like why are the hands like that. But for some people who are not artists, they don't notice those details. They just go, oh wow, this is so pretty. But for me, I'm like, yeah. I wouldn't buy that, but you know, there's other people who will. Is it more good or more cutesy? I don't know, in between. Kind of in between. I think his foils do really nice. They look really pretty. His art is kind of in between. It's like, I don't know, cute slash like pretty? I don't know. Rid of schmucky of poor taste. I don't think that they have poor taste. I think it's worth it if you're getting foils, but like in terms of owning art, is not the type of style that I usually go for. Like if you guys have seen the way I draw, like my style is very different from his. So I am very particular. Do you earn more than him? No, I wasn't there as a seller. I was just there to help. I could not go to cons by myself to sell stuff. Like, I don't even have pieces that I would sell. Sorry, my phone fell asleep again. So it depends. Anyways, this is the Friday. Yeah, still the Friday. What did we have for dinner on the Thursday? No, we had Chili's. Yeah, I forgot. This is the Friday. I don't think that's allowed. Eggs and leaf. I got the beef instant noodle stir fry. It's pretty good. This is the menu. Wait, did I include the menu? No, I didn't. I did not include the menu. I was going to show you guys the menu. We went to a Vietnamese restaurant. So my brother went to 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐊𝐀𝐈, which I'm kind of regretting. I was like, I should have gone to 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐊𝐀𝐈. But at the same time, my roommate at the time, so I was sharing a room with my brother and another artist, and we went to like a karaoke organized by like one of the vendors, like one of the other vendor artists, and he was like organizing a karaoke, and I was like, oh, I want to go to karaoke. But then my brother was like going with his friends, and then they went to go get 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐊𝐀𝐈, and I'm like, man, I should have gone 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐊𝐀𝐈, but at the same time I kind of want to go to karaoke. So karaoke won. So I'm kind of regretting the 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐊𝐀𝐈 thing though, because I was like, I really want to go to karaoke though. But it's fine. I had a lot of fun at karaoke. We were out until like 12. It was a lot of fun. So we had this for dinner, and then after we went to karaoke. And this is the stage. It's very cool. I want to karaoke while doing a 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐊𝐀 because there were two different plans going on. One group went to 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐊𝐀 and the other group went to karaoke, and this is what it looked like. We couldn't figure out if this stage mic worked, but yeah, it was fun. This stage bounces. This thing had springs inside, so you could like stand on it and bounce. A lot of fun. So this is why I went to karaoke. I gotta sing. Like, I did a couple songs. I did like, honestly, when you're at a karaoke, I just do like whatever songs other people know. So like whenever I pick songs that other people know and can sing along to. So like the songs that I was picking was like, you know, Mamma Mia. I was picking, what did I pick? I picked like Cruel Angel's Thesis, because everybody knows that song. And then I think I also picked Dame from Bakamitai. That one? That was fun. Did you win? I don't know. There was no ranking. But it was fun. I picked songs that other people know. I didn't want to pick a song that like only I knew. Did you went with strangers? No, I went with one of my brother's friends. I went with one of my brother's friends and he organized it. So he like invited a bunch of other people. So I knew people. I went with my roommate at the time. My hotel roommate. She came with us. So she was there. She was talking about how she had a headache, but she decided to come anyway. Isn't that essentially strangers? Kind of. There were some people that I knew from the last time I went to a con back in like, I went to Anime Matsuri last year. So the people from that place also were there too, so I know them. Like, it's not really strangers, they're there too. Like, I know them. They're also my brother's friends. So like, it's not like I would just get kidnapped or whatever. They're people that I know, and they're people that my brother knows. I gotta sing with Yenna Youngblood. The organizer invited like a bunch of different people, and some VTuber manager was there. A VTuber manager was there, and like a couple other like VTubers were there, and a couple other artists were there. So that was fun. I got to sing with Yenna. That was cool. You bring this jab? No. I wanted to get her autograph, but then I didn't bring a pen. I was kind of sad. But it was a lot of fun. We exchanged socials, so now she follows me on Twitter. And this is, I think, the next day, the Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Well, 10 a.m. That's when the con started. 10:30. Actually, no, I think it was 10, yeah. She be lurking here? I don't think so. I don't think she watches my stream. She just follows me on Twitter because we exchange socials, and she was like, we were talking a little bit after the karaoke. It was a lot of fun. This is, I took a picture of this one because I like the Columbina sticker. I thought this was pretty. I like this artist art style. It's very cool. Very sparkly and glittery. I like this one. I didn't buy it, but I was looking at it. I was like, ooh, this is nice. Afterwards, I took a picture of this one. Yeah, Columbina's great. I like your design. I took a picture of this one because of the little birdies. I thought the birdies were cute. I didn't get it because I don't really like 3D poofy stickers that much. And also, I think like, how much were these going for? Like $8? $8 for a sticker sheet is kind of crazy. Does it look like yours? Yeah! I took a picture of it because of that. I was like, oh, little birdies. I like birdies. Yeah, my sub badges. You know, this type of bird theme isn't uncommon. So I took a picture of this because I was like, oh, cute birdies. I didn't buy it because it was $8. I was like, $8 for stickers is crazy. And then afterwards, I went to the Chroma Shift concert. It was a lot of fun. I took a video. I don't know if it'll play. You can't hear the audio, but I took a video. That's her. That's Yenna Youngblood on stage. But yeah, that was fun. It was so loud. This con... Oops. Afraid up. Was it 5 days? No. Well, yes, I was there for 5 days, but the total con was 3 days. Oh my god. The concert was so loud. I had to cover my ears the entire time. I was just sitting there. And I told my brother this afterwards, and he was like, you could have borrowed my earplugs. Because he goes to concerts, because he does DJ stuff. He's like, you could have borrowed my earplugs. And I was like, oh, I forgot about that one. So I just sat there. Just blasted my ears. The bass was so heavy. I could feel it on my chest, and the ground was like rumbling. I was like, holy moly, this is so loud. But it was fun. The music was good. I went to the staff afterwards, and I was like, hey, what song is this? What song was this? And nobody knew. I talked to the event organizers. I was like, I really want to know what this song was at this point. What song was this that one person sang? And then so they had to stop people as they were leaving the audience. And they were like, does anybody know what this song was called? Does anybody know what that song was called? And then everybody was like, no. And then so the guy was like, okay, wait here. I'm gonna go find one of like the Chroma Shift like staff members, and I'm gonna go ask them what the song was. And then Good thing they did tell me it was a True Tayose, and it's a good song. I like it. It's called True Tayose. If anyone wanted to know what the song was. I wish they would post like set lists that like you know what song everybody's saying, because it would show up briefly at the beginning and they were like, oh, here is the song. But then if you're sitting in the audience, it's so small you can't see the title. I was like, what is that song? It was nice of them. Yeah, it was really nice of the staff member. I think the staff members are really nice. But yeah, that's what I did. I was like, oh, that was a nice song. I don't know what that was called though. Anyways, why did my thing freeze? Hello? 1 second. I think I have to redo this. Oh, it disconnected, that's why. Okay, here we go. I took a picture of this artist booth because they had a lot of like One Piece stuff, and I have a friend who's really into One Piece. They had these like really cute like Plave acrylic clips for journals. Oh, that was cute. They also had like Plave keychains and Plave stickers. And like One Piece stuff that I took a picture to show my friend, because my friend, my IRL friend, she really likes Chopper. But they look so goofy, like with the giant hats and like the legs. Oh my god. I thought it was cute. And they had like little sticky notes and stuff. This artist booth was cute. And then this was, I think, I don't remember if this is the same artist or not. Maybe a different artist. They had like really cute keychains and stuff. I like that. They had stationery, like a stationery stamp rally. I thought these were cute. I like unique merch that's different from like the typical from the usual, like, oh, we're gonna give you standees and charms, or like standee or like tote bags or something like that. I like unique merch, so I think the stationery set was really cute. Hello Shashik, thank you for the follow. How are you? Also, these some people had really funny what are these called again? Badges? I have to be Gobi's girl. These are funny. I like these. Some people are really nice. Like every single time somebody came up to the booth to buy stuff, I would look at their badges and I'd be like, oh my god, that's such a funny badge. I was like, where did you get that? Where did you get that ribbon? And they were like, oh, somebody gave it to me. My friend bought it for me. And I was like, no. I want to know where they got it from because they were so funny. This one is cute. They had like ORV stuff, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. I was thinking about getting this one, the BU. Ah, so cute. I was thinking about it, but then I was like, maybe not. But they were cute. And then I was passing by this artist booth, and then I thought their art was cute too. I like this like cat sticker. It's like clover cats. I really like clover motifs for some reason. I recently really liked clover, 4-leaf clover motifs, because I like the color green. I don't know, recently I just really liked the color green. Like this specific shade, where is it? Like this one, right in the middle. I like that color. That's a nice color. I like green. My background that I'm looking at right now, my computer background, is also green. It's like I've got like a little background of fish, like koi fish, in a pond and like surrounded by lily pads, and it's very like green and dark green. It's like this, basically this exact color scheme. I like those colors. Very relaxing. In terms of like if I was to pick a color for like a background screen or something to look at, I would prefer green rather than blue, because I think blue is a little harsh on the eyes, especially at night. But green is relaxing. She's touching so much grass, the computer needs to be grass color too. No, it's the opposite. It's because I don't touch grass that my background needs to be green so that I can feel like I'm touching grass. Because I don't touch grass, I need to be able to feel like I'm touching grass. But yeah, this was cute. I was thinking about getting the sticker sheet, but then I was like, I don't know. Oh, they had pencil boards. I just saw that one. Oh, whoa. I could have gotten the Clover pencil board. What? Oh man, I didn't see that one. Oh well. And then afterwards, this is the Saturday. This is the Saturday, and we went to this restaurant called Zarine's. This is the food. Oops, wrong place. We got the mango lassi. That was so good. That was... This food, this restaurant, I don't know if you guys have ever been here, but apparently they're rated like top 25 in San Jose restaurants. This place was great. I don't know. Like, I don't really go to Indian restaurants that often because a lot of times it's really spicy and I don't like spicy foods. But this place was good. I was like, wow. I mean, it's yogurt. It's a mango lassi. It's yogurt. It's basically a yogurt mango smoothie, essentially. It wasn't bad. It was really good. I think the mango was a little... It's yogurt, so it's thick. But that was my only thing. I was like, it is thick. Yeah. It was good, though. I like mango. But this food was so good. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever been to an Indian restaurant where they've had such, like, strong flavor. Honestly, I think... I think what made it taste so good was all the salt. Because normally when my parents make Indian curry at home, like they buy the jar stuff, you know, like the jar tikka masala. So it tastes different, but like this is like made. They made this like from scratch, you could tell, and the chicken was tender and it was really nice. Like whatever this was, it was some kind of like lentil soup thing. It was some kind of lentil soup. It was like had some beans in it. That was good. I did not eat this salad. This one on the side. You can't really see it. I didn't eat that because of the whole Taylor Farms thing. I didn't want to take that chance, so I was like, no. So I just did not eat salad the entire time I was there because I was like, I don't really want to take the chance, especially if it's a restaurant. But I ate everything else. Everything else was really good. Like the rice and the this bean thing. I had like pineapple chunks, I think. I don't know what that was. Zucchini or pineapple, I don't know. And then I picked out all the jalapenos on this and I gave it to my brother. I was like, ew, that's spicy. I was thinking about getting the lamb curry at this place, but then I decided against it because I asked the dude and I was like, is this spicy? And the guy was like, oh. He's like, I don't know. I mean, technically you are in America, so if you ever get something and the place is labeled contemporary, quote unquote, contemporary restaurant, you know that the food isn't going to be super spicy because it's meant for white people. It's meant to be palatable to white people, so you're just gonna like, how do you pronounce palatable? Palatable. I don't know. I usually prata kanai dosai for breakfast. I don't know. I usually don't eat Indian food. So this place is good. We got like a thing of naan to share. Garlic naan. Ooh, I like garlic naan. And then afterwards, after the con, we went to ParkCon. I went across the street because I was like, let's check out ParkCon. This is the Saturday. You're like, let's check out ParkCon. Let's see what it's about. And it was just people standing there just talking, and then they had a barbecue grill. And it wasn't until the very last day on Sunday that they finally opened up the rest of the park, and then people were doing the VTuber foot juice outside. People were doing the VTuber foot juice on the last day, but I didn't go. But like every single time, because this is across the hotel, I would hear it from the hotel room, just people screaming at this place. I was like, what is happening at ParkCon? What's going on at ParkCon that people are constantly screaming over there, like at night? What? Apparently the grill caught on fire on this day. We walked by, there's people grilling, and I was like, oh cool, they're doing a grill. They're like, people are paying money to like get hot dogs and whatever. That's fun. I go on Twitter like 2 hours later, people are going, wow, ParkCon is lit. And then there's like a video of the entire grill just on fire. I was like, oh my god, what's happening at ParkCon? It was fun. But when I went to ParkCon, it was just this group of people just standing there doing nothing, just talking. There was no music, people just standing there on this intersection between like the two streets. I like going to these events for merchant panels and stuff, but I can't imagine talking with people there. There was nothing going on at ParkCon. They were just standing there talking. And it's like, do I just join a conversation when if I go to ParkCon? Like, what do I do? So we just walked around the entire perimeter. We just looked at people and we were just like, okay, cool. I'm going home now. I'm going back to the room. There's nothing to do. There was somebody with a table selling like little keychains and stuff and like signatures. I don't know what they were selling. Some kind of signature. I don't know who that was. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to talk to anybody here. I'm just going to go. More dudes or girls? More dudes. Okay, I want you to... It's really blurry, but like, I'm going to zoom in on this picture. And I want you to see, in comparison, how many dudes do you think there are? I'm so bad at taking night pictures. It's so blurry. Yeah, it's mostly dudes. Like, for every 10 dudes, there is probably one girl. Yeah. Bad IRL with people? Well, it's not that bad. I wouldn't talk to strangers, though. And then afterwards, we went to, the Yabai market. The Yabai market was interesting. I censored it, by the way. I had to censor a lot of it. Because the you know, the thing was out. And I didn't want to show that on stream, so... I didn't realize that there was a huge line for Yabai market until after I like left. After I got out, I saw a huge line just out the outside of Yabai market just waiting because I think there's a room limit. But I just walked in and I didn't realize it until like later and I was like, oh... Because I have my artist badge, right? It says exhibitor. They just let me in. My gosh, did not let me in there. They had interesting things. Like, they were selling dojins. There was a Tenga booth. Oh my gosh. Anyways, it was crowded in here. It was quite busy. But, the art was nice. I mean, it's not my thing. There's people selling stuff. This is the other side. I blurred out people's faces too. They had this jest. I don't know what jest is. They had this thing. People selling dojins over there. They had like art. There's not a lot of booths in here. There's maybe like 20 at max. They had a Tenga booth. Yeah. How this thing worked was that they gave you 3 tries to get the ball on... So this thing. You get the ball on the thing, and if you get it within 3 tries, they give you a free Tenga egg. That's what the... That's what the Tenga booth was there for. And then there was a line for it. People were like, ooh, I want a free Tenga. So they had this thing where they were like, oh, if you follow us on social media, we give you 3 tries to get the ball on the... I forgot what this thing is called. You get the ball on the thing and you get a Tenga egg. So there was guys just like lining up to get a free Tenga egg. And then they had this girl. She was like the booth babe. I think she was dressed as Silverveil. Good thing there's a person standing in front of her because she was in a bikini and a really short skirt. Not even a skirt. That thing was like underwear. But yeah. She was, I think, the person doing like the sales. It's not that bad. I don't know. She's getting paid. Good for her. What's Tenga? It's a sex toy for dudes. Look it up. Google it. Yeah. Yeah. But they had a Tenga booth here. And then this is another booth that I just took a picture of that I can show on stream because it's relatively well, mostly tame. It's mostly feet. Kind of tame. I'm not gonna zoom in. This is one of the people selling like stuff. Everything else, every single other booth was not tame. This is like the tamest picture I can show on stream. This is the tamest I can show because everything else was just titties, you know, like boobs out everywhere you looked. It was like everything. Did you buy anything in here? No. I'm not into that. I'm asexual, but like I was here because I was visiting 2 artists that I know. There's 2 artists that I know who are Artist Alley vendors. There's one person who her husband is an 18 plus artist. So I visited her at his booth and then we said hi. And then there's another guy who we have, like, I know personally because I met him at Anime Matsuri last year, and he gave me the Bocchi the Rock keychain that I lost. I lost the Bocchi the Rock keychain, but then I found it again. It lost and found. Nice. But yeah, he gave me I have a Miyabi keycap from him as well as the Bocchi the Rock keychain that he gave to me. But yeah, he has like, he also does NSFW art, so like he had 2 booths. So during the day, he was doing his like art booth outside at like the giant vendor section. And then at nighttime, he had 2 assistants who were helping him with like the 18 plus yaoi marketplace. No yaoi booths? There was one yaoi booth, and I was talking to the girl there, and she was like, "I'm the only yaoi booth here." she was drawing like femboy stuff, as well as like other things that I cannot show on stream. But I did take a picture of her booth. I just can't show it because it's not safe. It's like penis, you know? Yeah. There was only one yaoi booth, unfortunately. I think it'd be crazy to meet some of the famous goon artists IRL. I know them. I know a lot of them. My brother's friends with these guys. So it's not like oh, who's that? No, it's like, oh, I know this person. I've had dinner with them. Anyways, this is there was this booth promoting it's these people over here. What were they again? And English something. I don't know, whatever this booth was. Apparently there was a partnership with some kind of it's this place called 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐊 and a Promisu. So Promisu, apparently I was talking to the person at this booth, and Promisu is a VTuber agency that specializes in ASMR content. And 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐊 is a streaming website platform, essentially kind of similar to 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐊, if you guys have ever heard of 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐊. Instead of streaming on a platform like Twitch, it's like a mobile specialized service, so they were kind of like doing a collab where they were promoting that, where they were like, oh, if you follow people on 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐊, there is like an exclusive like thing with this VTuber group. I have never heard of this VTuber group. They were like, oh yeah, they do ASMR stuff, and I was like, I've never heard of this corpo. I've never heard of this. Yeah, no, they were very niche. I was like, okay, I've never heard of either of these groups. So either one, it's really small, or 2, it like honestly low-key might be a scam. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. I took a picture of this form because it was for fun. Basically, they were saying that if you fill out this form with your information, you didn't have to fill out real information. I just took a picture of the form, but they were saying like, oh, just for jokes, just for fun, if you just fill in something out, they give you, I believe, something for free. I don't remember what they were giving out. I think they were doing like a giveaway for signed checkies. I think that's what they were giving out. They were giving out signed checkies from the Promisu members. And then like next door to this thing, they were doing like a meet and greet of these VTubers. Hello, wah. They were doing like a meet and greet for these VTubers in like a booth. I don't know if you guys have seen like the Mint Phantom meet and greet. Basically, they had the giant box with a screen, and like they would have like their either 3D models or they would have their VTuber model just kind of like standing there and they were saying hi to people just walking by. So they had like a kind of meet and greet kind of thing. I just walked past. I took a picture of the forum because I thought it was interesting, but I was like, I've never heard of these people. And then they had this. So if you were standing in line, they would give you a sticker and you would put it in your favorite tags. So they had this. They said, last year, we premiered the tag wall to many votes. We removed the 2025's top 5, Monster Girl, Yaoi, Fudanari, Yuri, and Wholesome. And changed a few others up. We hope this can become a recurring tradition. Thank you for successful last year and for supporting this event and all the spicy creators we are hosting. So they were just doing a tally of people to put their favorite tags, and I want you all to guess which one I put. You got these. Die Highs, M-Dum, M-Preg. I had to ask my brother about some of these. There's Tomboy, Kenomimi, or whatever that is. These. I had to ask my brother what some of these were because I didn't get it. I was like, what the heck is Paizuri? Or like, what is Oyakodon? And he was like, yeah. I wish they kept the Yaoi tag. That was kind of sad. But anyways, guess what I put? Guess where I put my sticker? English is hard, yeah. Do you want to know? Oh, what the tags are? My brother explained it to me. Apparently Oyakodon is just incest. And then Paizuri is like foot jobs, but like with the chest. But yeah, this is what people are putting tags. This is, I believe, the Saturday. The last day for the Yabai Market. For some reason, Yabai Market was only 2 days. It ended on Saturday. Because Sunday, the con ended at like 4? Yeah, the con ended at 4, so today was the last... Today was the last day with the... for Yabai Market. That's MPEG. Male pregnancy. Poetry, yeah. And then afterwards, after we left the Yabai Market and I realized that there was a huge line to the Yabai Market. And I was like, wow, there's a big line. So then afterwards they left and then I passed by. They were doing like some kind of dance festival, like... they were doing some kind of dance rave party. So there's some people standing at the front, like dancing. Oh my god, look at this guy. They were doing a dance to like Uma Musume stuff. This was so sad because like I want you to see all the people just standing in the back, just watching. Nobody was dancing. There was only maybe like 3 people at the front dancing, but everybody else was just standing in the back. I was like, oh man. This is kind of sad. I just walked in. I was like, can I take a picture? And then I took a picture and then I left because it was like 99% dudes. And then nobody was dancing. Except for like 2 people. It was kind of sad. Anyways, this is the next day. Sunday. This guy was going around with a sign and he was like, oh, pick your favorite alignment. So they have Say So, they have Zero Brain Cell. They had Gamer. They had Degen. Why is my Zoom not working? I had to ask my brother what some of these were. Like who the VTubers were. Gremlin. Comfy. I had to ask my brother who the heck some of these were. I was like, who is that? Say So. Yeah. Goes to Degen. Why am I Degen? I'm not Degen. I don't know. I would put myself in Comfy probably. I don't think I'm Gremlin. I'm not horny enough for Degen. You know? You went to Yabai Market? Everybody went to Yabai Market. It's fun to just look. you know, I may not be for the market, but I think it's interesting to just participate and to sit in the metaphorical chair. I want to watch. Yeah, I think I would put myself in comfy. So yeah. I volunteered to be your brain cell group. Yeah. The goon chair, yeah. I put myself in comfy, probably. I'm 0 brain cells, yeah. And then afterwards, this was the Sunday, so this is the last day. So after the con was over, everybody was in line to pack up and put their stuff in the everybody was, all the artists, after everybody packed up, was in a huge line to go back to the hotel and put all their merch away. But because everybody's got these big suitcases, you can't take that up the stairs. So there was just a really long line to go back to their hotel. But I saw this really cute dog. These two ladies behind me were standing there, and they had this little dog on the suitcase, and I was like, ah, cute. No, I didn't bonk. I didn't do anything. It was good luck. Enjoy work. Have fun. Yeah. I'm almost done with my pictures. I have to go to bed soon. But there was this really cute dog. I took a picture. I was like, aw, cute dog. And then this is dinner on the last day. We went for sushi, and then I got ramen. I got tempura ramen. Tempura udon, oh my god, my brain. I got tempura udon. Expensive, yeah. It's okay. It was like, what? $175 for what they consider to be for 6 people. This was not for 6 people. 4 guys finished this off so fast. Like, 4 dudes, because that's where they were sitting, on that side of the corner, the side of the table. They finished that off so fast. Like, did you get any? I had a couple pieces. I had maybe like 3. So, I mean, 175 divided by like 4 or 5 people turns out to be like $25. It's not that bad. You think it's expensive because it looks like a lot, but it's actually not that much. Yeah. You just gotta divide it by like how many people there are. We had a huge table, by the way. If you think this is like half the table, there was more on the other side. They got a boat, but they got the fried food boat. We got the sushi boat. Yeah. I'm surprised they went through that fast. When you're at a con and you're at vending at a booth, and then everybody's trying to get their purchases in last minute, we don't really eat. Nobody eats if you're at a table vending, because like there's no time to. So we just, dinner time is usually just at a time where everybody's having their first meal of the day and everybody's just shoveling food into their mouth because everyone's super hungry. But it's fun. I got some sushi, and then I also had my tempura udon, which every single time I go to a Japanese restaurant, I always like to get udon because that's my favorite food. I love udon. But I didn't expect for them to just give me just plain udon and soup and just like a little side of tempura. I was like, oh, what? It wasn't great. Like, the noodles were good. The noodles were fresh. I think the soup was great. I was expecting them to like put other things in the soup. Like sometimes they have like onions or carrots or like seaweed, but this was plain. It was plain, and like for what the udon cost was, I don't think it was that worth it. I've been to restaurants where they give you more. They give you more for less. Like this was $18. $18.95. I was like, that's expensive. And also the tempura wasn't that great. Like the vegetables are mushy. Like the broccoli was pre-boiled and then fried, and it was really not good. The broccoli wasn't crunchy, it was overcooked. And then like some of the tempura was really oily and it was dry. I didn't like it. The tempura, the udon was good. The shrimp was great. The tempura shrimp udon, the tempura shrimp, tempura, that was good. The shrimp was like perfectly cooked. The vegetables were not good. That California, really? I've been to restaurants that this is like Toronto prices. This is Canada downtown prices. Actually, it's not even. If you were in Toronto, Canada, this is what they would charge you if you were downtown for like $21. They'd be like, actually, this is $22.50, and with taxes, that brings you to like 26. Because Canada sales tax is 13%, so they're like, here you go. It was sad. I don't know. I wouldn't go here again. This place is known for good sushi, which is why we went here in the first place. But like, oh my god, I wouldn't go here for udon. Hello, how are you? Hey, welcome. Welcome. How are you? Hello. I'm talking about my off-kai experience, and also I got this print from this artist named Saturn. I know this guy. He's one of my brother's friends. We went to dinner with him a couple times. I met him back in like... I met him back in... last year. For Anime Matsuri as well. He lives in the area. He lives in this area. He's from here. He's from California. So he was like, oh, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna like look through my catalog. Is there anything that you want? And then I was looking through his portfolio and I was like, I really want this print. One, because, you know... she looks like me. And 2, feet. But like, you know, I like the pose. I think it was pretty. And I also like the colors. So I got this print. And I got him to sign it. I was like, can you sign? I want a signature. Hello, how is everyone? I'm good. Nice art. Yeah, I got a print for free. They gave it to me. I was like, yay. I want this one. Hello, Nick. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Tsubaki's cool? Yeah. Oops, my phone fell asleep again. My battery's dying. My battery's at 15%. Yeah, very cool. And then these are some other things that I got from our table next door. One of our next door neighbors. I'm good too. Yeah. I believe their name was... the artist name is Mochi something. I forgot. I'm gonna have to look it up. This artist is Mochi. They were really nice. She was really nice. She was cosplaying on like all the days that she was vending. She was like by herself. She was doing Suisei cosplay. So the first day, I think it was her... it was Suisei in like a white dress and angel wings. From one of her like songs. And then on the second day, it was her regular like 3D outfit. And then on the last day, on the Sunday, she didn't dress up. I was talking to her and she was like, I'm not doing that on the last day. I'm going, I'm so tired. But like on the first 2 days, she was doing cosplay and I thought that was really cool. So I talked to her. She was really nice. She was like, oh, if you want anything from my booth, feel free to take anything. Because we were just getting into a discussion about stuff and she brought up, she was like, oh, what are you doing here? And I was like, oh, I'm helping my brother out. And she was telling my brother, she was like, you made your sister come out here to help you for free and he's not paying you? And I was like, yeah, I come here for fun. Because I go to cons, he doesn't pay me or anything. I just go, he pays for my stuff. Like he pays for the hotel room, he pays for my food. If I get snacks, he pays for those too, because he just writes it off as expenses for his own business, because essentially he does have his own business. So when I go, he just pays for everything. I just get paid for travel fees. But yeah, I don't get paid to help. Hola, español? No. Poquito. Very nice, yeah, very fun. This is Liz from, they had like a maid stamp rally. I took this prize from my brother. I was like, I want the Liz one. I like this art style. It's very cute. And so she gave me these 2 charms because she was nice. No, this is VTubers. And then I got Rosuri's signature. I got to meet Rosuri at her booth in the morning, I believe, on the Saturday, I think. Was it Saturday or was it this Sunday? I don't remember. I think it was Saturday. I went up to her booth and she was like, it was like really early in the morning. And I was like, hey, can I get your autograph? And so she signed my book. So yeah, very nice. What is a VTuber? You're looking at one right now. Right now, I am a VTuber. And then this is all the stuff that I got. I posted this in the Discord yesterday, but this is a picture of everything that I got. So explain, a VTuber is a virtual avatar that people use to stream as a type of persona. But they use a thing called animated illustrations to make the art move. They're called virtual YouTubers because it originated on YouTube, not AI. It requires a more technicality than AI. AI cannot do this. This is all human rigged. So there was a software called Live 2D. And an illustration is separated into a bunch of parts, and then you put it into Live 2D to make every single individual part move together. To see what you're seeing now. Is there Spanish VTuber? Yeah. Yashi. Yashi speaks Spanish. There's probably. You'd have to go look at the tags under Spanish and VTuber. But they do exist. Yeah. I don't know if they're awake right now. You could try if you check the tags. If you go under VTuber and you select filter, language, you can probably look at them. There's probably a lot. I don't know if they're awake though. Not at this time. Anyways, this is all the tags that I got. I got this one. I'm just a TV. I don't know where I got this from. Some girl walked up to me and she was like, here you go. This is my last one. Here you go. I was like, oh, okay, thanks. I don't even like Chiikawa, but they just gave that to me. And then this one, I don't know who this is. I think this is this Mokoko? I think this is Mokoko. I don't know. I don't recognize him. This one is from my brother. Some people just passed by the booth and they would just hand stuff out. This one my brother gave to me because he doesn't want them. This is from Chocojax, the artist. This is Nimi. There's this guy walking around in Gigi cosplay, just handing out little grems, and he had all of these. This dude lying there, he had the Nimi ribbon, he had the really blurry Auto Fister ribbon. He also gave these two Gigi ones too. I don't know what that says. What does it say? My heart is too pure and my ass too fat. Yeah. A guy in Gigi costume? Yeah, there was a lot of dudes wearing Gigi costumes. Gigi was really popular at Offkai. There's a lot, but most speak English? Really? There's also Crony coin. This guy gave me a Crony coin. He was like, here you go. And also there was this old lady. She's apparently a streamer. I saw this old lady just standing there. And she noticed me and she was like, oh, here you go. She was old. 60 plus years old. She had white hair and the typical grandma look. She gave me this ribbon. She gave me my mom as a VTuber and she handed that to me as well as this. And she was like, I'm proud of you. I was like, thanks. Some old lady. I was like, oh, thank you. She's like, remember, I'm proud of you. I was like, okay. And then I was talking to another person standing there and she was telling me, if you ever see somebody standing there in a little group huddle, if you just stand there behind them, they'll just give you stuff. That's... Sometimes I would just walk up to people and if I notice somebody giving things out, I just stand there and I'm like, what are they giving out? And then they notice me and they're like, here you go, do you want one too? And I was like, yeah. So that's how I got the Gigi stuff from the Grem dude. But then he passed by your booth later on and they gave it to me. Damn. This is from our table neighbor. Our table neighbor had a huge collection of cards, and he was just giving out Hololive cards. I like Sue. I like her design, so I was like, I'll just take the Sue card. And then another person gave me this Pokemon card. I thought the Togepi was cute. I also got another one of Gligar. I gave that one to a kid that was visiting our table. He just walked right by and I was like, hey kid, do you want you want this Gligar Pokemon card? And the kid was like, eh, sure, why not? And I was like, here you go, take it. I don't really like Gligar. Or like, I didn't want to keep that Pokemon card. So I got this Chronar sticker because I thought it was cute. I like the artist's art. So I got this sticker. I got this little Miku phone charm. She's reversible. She's double-sided. She has 2 sides. On one side, she has like her eyes open. The other side, her eyes closed. I have this Iron Mouse keychain. I have this Sue keychain from the same artist as before. This Grimmy sticker. Dialin from the same artist, as well as Raiden from the same artist. This one, I don't remember who this was. It's their artist, like, persona. I don't remember who this was. I just remember that I think they gave that to me. This is the Bocchi the Rock keychain that I got. I lost this one. I literally... Oh my gosh. I looked at my bag and I was like, oh no, I lost a keychain. What? Oh boy. So then I went to the original artist who gave this to me, and I told him, I was like, I lost your keychain. And he was like, oh, I don't make keychains anymore. I'm trying to phase them out. I'm gonna go, like, when I get back home, I'll see if I can find any extras for you. And then I'll give it to your brother the next time I see him. And I was like, okay, thank you. And then it turns out, I was like, okay, I lost like 3 other things, by the way, at this con. Like, I lost a necklace. I had a black choker necklace that I was wearing at the con. And then I also had a hairpin that I lost at the con. And then I also had this keychain that I lost at the con. And so whenever I went booth, because I was just like, oh, maybe they found one of my things. I was telling the guy, I was like, oh, I lost this thing, and I lost this thing, and I lost... I kept going back to the guy, and he was like, okay, you gotta fill out the form. But then he was like, okay, but like, I'll look through our spreadsheet to see if we have anything that you have, just in case, like, maybe we have it. So I was describing the stuff that I lost. And he's like, no, I don't see those things on here. And then I was like, okay, I lost a charm. Like, I lost an acrylic keychain, and I was showing him, like, okay, it's approximately this size. And even before I said what fandom it was, I was like, okay, I lost a keychain. He looks at me and he goes, is it Bocchi the Rock? Where she's like freaking out on one side. And I was like, yeah, it's that one. I didn't even mention that it was like, when it was Bocchi the Rock or anything. He was like, I think we have that. So he made me fill out the form, and he was like, okay, you gotta like pick it up from downstairs at like the concierge section. And they had it in a little bag. And so I found her again. I don't have the proper supplies to connect her to the original like thing that she came off of, but yeah, I have the acrylic. But anyways, if I meet that artist again and he does give it to my brother, I guess I'll have 2. I don't know. I'll have a backup in case I lose her again. But yeah, I'm really happy I found her. She's really cute. Thank you, CDM Music, for the follow. Hello. But that's the only one thing that they found. I'm really sad about my hairpin, because my hairpin was really nice. It's from my grandmother. She got it from Japan. It has like it's from, what's it called again? What's that place? You need pockets? I have pockets. I just don't have large ones, because outfits for girls aren't good. I had like a little bag that I use that has a bunch of pins on it. It's not good. It's really small and it catches on everything because I have so many keychains on that bag. I just lose things constantly. My keychains fall off. When I walk, I just jingle. My pins fall off. I lose pins all the time. It's not great. I need to get an Ita bag. I think I ordered one recently. It's coming soon. So I will have an Ita bag that I can put stuff inside and not lose merch. Because it's really sad when you lose stuff. Anyways, this is all the stuff that I got from the con. I have other stuff. Did the vendors give you bags? Not really, because the stuff that I was buying was really small. So no. They give you like a teeny little bag, but they didn't give you a big one. And you have to make like a big purchase for them to give you a bag. And I was buying like keychains and stickers and stuff, so no, they didn't give me a bag. This is the thing I lost, by the way. I took a picture of it. I included in this section just to show you guys. I have 2 of these. I have one in red and I have one in blue. I was really sad. It's really pretty. It's made of like this really fine metal. Really pretty. It's made with repurpose, like they take kimono scraps and they take the fabric and they encase it in resin / acrylic, and they put it in like a little pin, so every single like little piece of fabric is unique because it uses like a different piece of the fabric. Very cool. I have to look at what the brand name is called because I don't remember. Oh, it's from Corazon. Corazon. I'm so sad I lost that pin. It's really pretty. I don't know. I'm more sad about losing that pin than I am that I lost my necklace. I lost a necklace too. I lost like I had a black choker with like chains. Oh, I lost that one too. Oh, sad. Anyways, that was my off-Kai trip. That was everything. That was all my pictures. Well, not all of the pictures. There's some stuff that I can't show on stream because like 1, it doxes a bunch of artists, and 2, it's not stuff I can show on stream because like I took pictures of the Yabai market and I'm like, oh, I can't show that. I can't show those. Those are too spicy. Thanks for sharing with us. Yeah, I took pictures because I wanted to show you guys. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff. I think I would go next year. If my brother does get in next year, I would go again. Oh, and also I saw a bunch of other I didn't take pictures of these guys, but I did run into a couple other VTubers when they were robots. Like, you know, the little robots roaming around. There was a lot of people roaming around. Like, some people would have like their VTuber friends on an iPad and they would walk around with those. Or there was other people who had like microphones and like an iPad set up, and there were some people who had like little robots roaming around. Any famous ones? I saw Captain Camille. I said hi. I told her I watch you on YouTube. And then I saw Alpha Beta from VTubers. Yeah, I think Camille's really cool. I like her stream. She's very comfy. I saw Alpha Beta. She's a really cool singer. She does streams in JP and English. I saw her. I said hi. I saw her roaming around. And then I also met Yenna in person. I sang with her. And then I think that was all of the VTubers that I saw in person, or like through a robot. And also I saw a couple other VTubers that were doing like a, what's her name? Let me show you guys. I took a picture, or at least the dude showed me a picture. I saw this really cool VTuber. Warning for gore, by the way. Uh-oh, I closed it. Oopsies. I was gonna show you guys. Here we go. Oops, wrong one. Here. Warning for gore. There was this VTuber who does like a horror concept. No! Oops, wrong one. It closed. I took a picture of this person. So this is the staff member. She was... I saw this person outside. They were like, you know how they have like little indie streamers people can sign up to like be part of the robots as a part of the, I think, VTuber Research Club. So I saw her. Her name is Izakiko. And she's like a horror themed VTuber. That's my phone, by the way. If you were wondering what that silhouette is, that's my giant phone. That's my giant phone case. But she's an artist. She drew her own model and she rigged it. And if you look at... That's not my hand. That's the staff member. That's the staff member's hand and his, because she didn't have her QR code on her screen or her, socials. So I was asking him, dude hand, yeah. I was asking him, I was like, hey, like, what's her socials? Because she was like really hyper. She was like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. I was like, oh, I really like your VTuber model. There's not a lot of like horror aspects in terms of like VTubers. I think it's really cool to see more like horror stuff. So we were talking a little bit about that when I saw her. And so the guy showed me his phone and he was like, oh, this is her profile in Discord. If like her username on like socials is the same thing if you want to look her up. And so that's her link. And so I met that VTuber too. She was really cool. In terms of other VTubers, I passed by the Mint Phantom meet and greet. That was cool. Did you add her and become friends? No, I did not. I forgot about it, honestly. Like the next day I forgot about it. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that happened. I'll go add her on Twitch after this. I'll go follow her. Same thing with Captain Camille. I told her I watch her on YouTube and she was like, oh, what's your username on Twitch or like YouTube? I will watch out for your name. That's what Camille said. And then I showed her my badge. And she's like, oh, I'll try to remember that. And I'm like, I'm a lurker in her channel. I don't really speak in chat. I'll probably send a message. I'll be like, oh, it's nice meeting you. That's it. Nice meeting you at 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐊𝐀𝐈. What good in the hood, dudes? Hello, I was just showing chat my pictures from 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐊𝐀𝐈 because I just got back from it like 2 days ago. It's 3 AM. I gotta go to bed soon. But yeah, I'm glad I got to show you guys pictures. The food was really good. The food was so good. Like that, the place Zareen's, oh my god, that Indian curry was great. I've had sushi before. The sushi was okay. I've had sushi. Like sushi is sushi no matter where you go. But Indian food, that was good. And then like, you know, Cheesecake Factory. You can get that anywhere. And then like Chili's is Chili's. Like, yeah. The highlight for me was the food. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed. I will see you guys all on Friday. The VTuber went to Gunali and all she got was his Lazzy t-shirt. All I got was a sticker. I wish I could say that I went to, you know, I wish I could say that I got the Tenga egg. I don't even know what I would do with the Tenga egg. I'm not a dude. Like, I can't use a Tenga egg. Not Tengu egg. Tenga egg. Oh my god, that's horrible. Not a Tengu egg. Holy moly, that's even worse. Tenga egg. I don't know what I would do with it. I guess I would display it. I'm not a guy. I'm late for coming, so I'm gonna go to bed soon. It's 3 AM. Funny stress ball. True. I'm kind of sad that they make those things and they're like single use only. Like, you know, you can't clean those. What do you do with it afterwards? Anyways, I'll see you guys on Friday. I'm gonna be doing a hand cam. I'm doing a summer festival candy making kit. And then I will show you guys, I don't know, some of the stuff that I got in person, like in camera. I'll like show you guys the backs of stuff, maybe. Some of the merch that I got. Very cool. Yeah. I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you all for stopping by. I know if you guys are wondering about your stream streak yesterday, because I streamed for like literally 5 seconds and then I ended stream, don't worry about your stream streak. Apparently the stream has to be at least 10 minutes long for it to count as an actual stream. So if I have a stream that's like 5 minutes long and then I turn it off, it doesn't count. It's 1:32, different time zone. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna see who's streaming first. Who is up? Ooh. So many people, so many VTubers talking about 𝐎𝐅𝐼. It's so funny. Let's see who I follow is streaming. I don't know. Crew, why don't you stream? I don't know who to read you guys to. Let me look. I'm scrolling through. I don't know these people. Who the heck? No. I don't know. Oh well. That's fine. I'll just go to bed. How's it 31-hour intervals? They live in between time zones. They are, like, I don't know, somehow able to... they're in a different plane of existence than us. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for stopping by. I'm gonna see you guys on Friday. And... yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good night. I'm gonna go to bed. Oh my god, it's 3 AM. I'm gonna have 3 hours of sleep again. Yippee! That's good, because yesterday, like, today I had a dentist appointment, so I gotta sleep in a little bit. But, ooh. Man, I wrote down stuff to talk about, and I just didn't do that. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna tell you about how my credit card got, I was gonna tell you guys when my credit card got compromised. I forgot about that one. When I was buying stuff at Artist Alley, my card kept getting declined whenever I tapped. And it turns out when I called like the bank people, they were like, did you make this transaction? I was like, yeah. Did you make this transaction? No. Did you make this transaction? No. It wasn't actually at the con. I think it was some online payment I made a while ago. But I'll tell you guys about it on Friday, but like, I'll tell you guys in more detail, but they were going through my credit card stuff, my statements, and they were like, okay, you have like more than 3 that you didn't authorize, so we're gonna cancel your card and we're gonna send you a new one. And I was like, okay, cool. So more of the story, guys, use Apple Pay when you're buying stuff online. Anyways, good night, everybody. It was not the Indian restaurant. The Indian restaurant is reputable.